That's a nice spot right there. Right in the shade. Hell yeah. Doing okay? You want a cigarette? You want a cigarette? Yeah. I need a smoke break. What's your name? Ashley? Daniel. There you go. You stay out here? Or are you waiting for the bus?
I used to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right on. So what you doing today? Show me one. For what? All right, Ashley, how old are you?
I am 29. I'll be 30 in a few months.
And you've been on the streets for how long?
Well, I've been over here, actually homeless on this side for 3 years.
Okay.
But I've been off and on for years.
Yeah. So what has you out here?
My addiction?
Beans and G?
Yeah. And
Yeah. I went to treatment before the beans came out, so I never messed with them.
I was on first.
Yeah.
Until the pills came out.
That's my story right there. It's crazy. Seems like there's no real blackout there anymore.
Yeah, you can't really find it.
Yeah.
Like over here.
How was life growing up for you?
I was raised by my dad with 5 kids.
Yeah.
My mom was on, so she wasn't around.
You still in contact with your dad?
I don't really talk to my family too much. I talk to my mom. She's been back in my life, but she helps me out with money when I need it, with food and stuff. But I think I disappointed my dad too much. He doesn't like to help me.
So what's it like out here for you?
It's tiring.
What's tiring about it?
I don't know, just surviving.
Every day. Same rat race, huh? Same freaking rat race.
Yeah,
I used to not. What's that?
The heat takes a toll.
Yeah. I used to not want to wake up in the morning just because I'd be sick for one, and just dealing with it all over again. You know, like
that's why I don't sleep very much. Because
Yeah.
if I sleep and wake up, I'll be hurting pretty bad.
What's the craziest thing that you've experienced since you've been out here?
Being drugged and assaulted.
Were you at like trap house or just hanging with some dude or group of people?
It was supposed to be my boyfriend, but prostitution around here is a big thing around this side of town.
Is that part of your life, like that type of work? How long have you been doing that?
Like a year.
Okay. And that is basically for your habit to get enough to survive?
I met somebody and he was giving me everything I needed and a lot of, and then that happened to me where I was drugged and then I was thrown out here and I had to keep up.
By the same guy?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't get it. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Part of the circle? Circle-ish?
Everybody knows everybody out here on this side of town. I can't. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody's in your business. You don't have no privacy.
Have you heard of Midnight Productions? Yeah. I interviewed this one guy. I interviewed the same guy a bunch, but he said that he worked with the main guy for Midnight Productions, but back in the day, I guess before it became what it is today. You know,
I don't know too much about it. I know what it is.
Yeah.
And I know, my ex's friend supposedly had something to do with it, but I don't like to talk about that stuff because repercussions.
Understandably.
If you kind of can't really talk about stuff
I get it. So
it's not a joke.
Yeah,
it's
real
serious. And when it happens to you,
Do you feel trapped, unsafe? Have you tried to get help? just like, I mean, I know how it is, like the rehab centers, women's centers. A lot of people don't like going for the rules, curfew, and plus they're away from what they're used to, like what they're using and stuff. How come you don't try and go get help? Get out of this, like.
I don't. I needed to seek some therapy because I have crazy thoughts, and every day it's a struggle.
Yeah.
Being paranoid. Even if I go into detox, somebody from out here is always in there.
Yeah.
It's just. I've tried to go places and tell them I'm scared, and
it's dangerous. Like it's
they don't really do anything to help.
They do though. You know, you have to let them. You have to, like in the rooms. You know, they say it works if you work it. It might not be the way you want, but it does. You know, we don't have the most resources here in Tucson, but they're there. You know, I went to CBI. One of my last times, I was in and out. That was like my hotel. I was fed up. They got me into rehab for 4 months and just got my life back. It is possible, you know.
I've gone to rehab 8 times. I've done it.
Yeah.
I have my son. I haven't seen him in 3 years, and like not being able to see him.
Yeah. Is he with family? They won't let him see. They won't let him see you because everything you got going on, basically. Yeah. It's understandable, right?
I still don't understand. Like, my family just said I couldn't see him just right when I met my ex. My family just told me I couldn't see him, and I fought for custody.
Yeah.
I had CPS, and I got clean, and they were gone in 2 months. And then I met my ex, and then my family just said I couldn't see him anymore. And then I was stuck with my ex, and all that shit happening to me. So I haven't been able to see him.
I know a lot of the resources in town, so if you ever want, just reach out. You know, I'll give you my card, has my number. Get you in a safe spot. Are you in like on the housing list? Did you do SPDAT or anything like that?
I've done it before. I've done a lot.
Yeah.
I really
You know what all that's about.
just feels like, and I know it's the people I'm around that put stuff in my head. Like, it's not, I can't do it. I'm not strong enough. Shit like that. But
Yeah.
I know I am, but
You are.
I just feel really trapped.
You are. I understand. I understand. Like trapped by your habit or the circumstances you're in.
The circumstances, the people that
You
I
could
got
get away with
involved with.
You could get away from that shit right now.
People are scary when there's a group of people. It's really.
If you're in a safe place, they won't go looking for you. For one, they won't be able to get in. But for two, like they just won't even be around that area because they know you're safe. Sometimes they just be like, all right, you know, like I know how ugly people can get.
I've been through some serious shit, and I have told professionals, and they've done nothing.
There's
It's not just something little.
Yeah.
It's pretty serious, but then again, I also know that people who need to have a group of people to back them sometimes they're weak. And I know that, but I've also been harmed, so I know that's possible too. I just don't know what to try. I just try to stay quiet, and I've just been full of anger lately.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you my information. If there's anything I can do, I'll be here.
Thank you.
I answer calls like 24 hours a day. I'm on call. I don't work with any rehabs, nothing like that. It's just I know what this life is like. I've over a decade. I've been partying. I'm 44 now. Been partying since I was 19. Like just crazy stuff. Once I got into opiates and the G, I saw how dark that underworld gets. There's a way out.
I feel like it's such a big problem that it's going to be hard to fix the problem because it's so big.
Yeah. I don't think we could really fix homelessness.
I'm talking more along the line of people being drugged and
But when you're around that environment, that type of stuff happens. You know, it starts from us. The only way we could get that out of our lives is if we do it from inside.
But when I go into these places and I tell them about these, they look at me like I'm crazy. That's why I stopped up.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to let someone tell me that it's because I up that I'm thinking this way, or I know what happened to me. I know what happens around here. But I have to stay quiet because everybody knows everybody.
Sure.
They all want to support their habit and have what they want.
Yeah.
So they all, it's like a hush-hush, like. But it affects me every day.
Yeah. So I guess last question. When you, after you're done earning your money, do you keep it or does that go to somewhere else?
It doesn't go to anybody else. That kind of thing, it's not really like a thing. I don't think much. It's definitely something. No one gets my money, but I only get paid a certain amount for dates, and I feel like they're set up, kind of, like, because I stay on the same street every day. I know where I'm at. It's like they try to divert me until, like, I don't want to sound crazy, but I feel like, I only get a certain amount, and they don't budge, and I definitely do believe he broke me down into. If I leave the neighborhood, he's in my inbox. He knows when I'm gone.
If you leave what?
This neighborhood, he'll be in my inbox.
It'll be your inbox?
He'll message me, wanting to know where I'm at.
Okay.
Try to get me back here.
Like Facebook type inbox? Or
yeah, or my text.
Oh, okay.
Anytime like I speak about going to treatment, there he is.
Yeah.
In my inbox. Trying to put in my face and try to keep me here.
Sell you a dream. Yep. Hey, I'll give you a gram right quick. You know, like.
And
the
then
addictive
make
side.
you happy for a day or two, and then it's back to the bullshit.
In the addict's eyes, that extreme is like,
and like
a free gram.
Everybody like knows about me and shit they shouldn't know. It's like I don't know them. Like why do they know this stuff about me? Like, yeah. I can't even have Facebook or text now because my accounts get disabled for suspicious activity.
Okay.
I can't have a life.
All right. Well, I thank you for your story. Like I said,
welcome.
I'll give you.
I speak on it because I believe it needs to be talked about, even though some things you can't be too crazy to talk about. But at this point, I've already faced like everything I feel like could happen to me besides death. And if someone doesn't speak up about it, I don't think there's ever going to be like a change.
I know a piece of you, maybe a huge piece of you wants out. You know, we can do that anytime. So, like, don't lose my card. If he finds it, I don't give a fuck. I'll talk to him. You know, so like I'm here for you. You know, I've risked my life so many times just to help people. You know, that's what I do. Like that's what my heart makes me do. You know, so.
When I'm sober, I can think clearly. Like right now, I'm sober, but it's like once I smoke with like certain people, like I feel different. Like I can tell when I smoke with something and I actually get normal versus where I start tripping and then people are like fuck you with me. Come around and they'll just start talking about things they know it triggers me.
Yeah, okay.
And then I just can't come down very easily. I'm very aware.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know when I'll get sick of it and get help.
If your family sees this, do you want to say anything to them? That'd be the last question. Any message, like reassurance, anything like that? if they reach out to me, because sometimes family reaches out, they like want to know where we did the interview or something like that. If I can confirm they're your family, do you want me to proceed with that, or I like checking with you guys first?
I don't really like my family talked to,
Okay.
but I just want to say like I'm sorry to my family if my actions have affected them.
All right, thank you.